What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the Wild Willie Borsch Winged Express Altered Rod. Since I have some time to kill before we start the Weirdos Satan's Crate for the Random Weirdness group build hosted by the Glue Bomb Show. So let's go ahead and get into what I've put together so far on this kit. So as you guys probably know, you've seen this kit before on the channel. It has some water damage, so the decals on it are bad. So maybe we'll go into our decal stash if we decide to go that route. I went ahead and have the frame put together. So you have to add this back part to the frame. Then there's some tubing that you got to put down into there. Then you build this. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on the instructions. There's that back piece of tubing that you put on. And there's the two supports that go in the frame. Then you have this plate with this piece that goes on top. So that's what we got there. Another thing I did was the differential. So glued that up, and that's just gonna get a axle through there, a metal axle. So, still got to put the front assembly on. We've still got the engine to build, which is there. So that's all these pieces right here. Your block is two separate pieces we put together. So let's go ahead and get some more of this put together and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, so we got the motor built partially. We got to put our oil pan on. We still got to put the blower, and we still got to put the valve covers on. The valve covers and the blower and the oil pan. Oh, I didn't put the oil pan in there. The oil pan's right here, which, since it's going to be on the bottom, I don't know if the camera is going to be able to pick it up. But the chrome isn't really that good on it. So for the moon tank, the valve covers and the blower, I put in some awesome to strip. So you can see they're stripping. I'm just gonna paint them myself. I didn't strip the chrome from the wheelie bars or the front suspension or anything. I'm just gonna leave that as it is. You got this fire extinguisher that goes in the car. It like kind of hides underneath the body, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll save it for a future build or something. But this thing right here, it kind of goes over the body and goes around the roll cage. I can't get it to fit. I was just test fitting it just to see if I even wanted to put it in there or not. And I can't get it to fit. I even ended up cutting this one. So they're supposed to look like this. And without the roll cage being a part of it, it does, you know, goes in there. after you kind of mess with it a little, but gives you an idea. But I'm gonna go without it. Bodies and primer. Don't know what color I'm gonna do that yet. See, everything's in primer. Got the pulley system painted up. I don't know if this was originally the one from this kit or not. There's this little peg that's missing. It was already had some glue on it, so it came from somebody's parts bin. But that's why on this I drilled it out. I was trying to fit that peg in there, but I think I'm just gonna glue it and leave it. But this is the way they want you to have it, with the like that. But if it was the other way, there's still a peg on this side and it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. I mean, but I'm just gonna put it on there the way they want you to, and it should be all right. Just gluing it on there. So yeah, this whole blower system's gonna get repainted by me. It's the valve covers. So prime the headers. So they had little bars in between them. I cut them and tried to sand them the best I could, but with them being really wobbly and stuff, like, I just didn't want to break it and then not have any headers. So it's pretty much probably as good as it's gonna get. But there's the headers. And this piece, I didn't strip it. It's actually pretty good. But the top of the blower, since it's this part mainly, it was really bad. You could see the plastic underneath it and like a lot of the areas. So, but I went ahead and tried to sand down the seam on that. So we'll see how good of a job I did. Another thing I did was I got the wheel backs cut out. I did sand the tires a little bit. And this had rust on it from when it got wet. Obviously, look at the decals. But cleaned it up a little bit. So, and these aren't the factory tires for this kit, but the rims fit it decently enough. I sanded them down too. Normally I don't, but just clean them up a little bit, make them look like they've actually been ran a little. So here's the other tire. Just a little less shiny. But painted the wheel backs and everything. So that's where we are with that. All right, so I got everything out of the stripper. Here's the moon tank. Probably try to sand it down a little bit more as well. Try to clean it up. Here's the blower. Still see the seam, but I don't know how noticeable it's gonna be once you paint it. So I also had the steering wheel in there as well. There's your valve covers. So last thing I want to do is primer these, and then we'll be shooting some color on the body. and the motor and the frame of everything. Then we'll do the final assembly, and that's when I'll probably catch up with you guys again. So that's all I have for you on this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I really appreciate you guys checking it out. See ya.
This show is brought to you by the family. Thank you. Like and subscribe.